Hello. Okay. Hi, good evening, fellow scientists. My name is Mr. Katen Ramadan, and I am the National Coordinator, Central Region. I'm so delighted to be the host for the moderator for today's ProDev meeting. I want to welcome everyone who has joined. I'm seeing the number is growing at a very terrible speed. We welcome all of you, and we expect let us have an interesting interaction. Since the issue that is going to be since the topic for today is one of that long-awaited topic that we feel every science teacher must try to participate in. If you remember very well, some years back, some year back, I think the government enhanced our salary as science teachers. And as leaders of the union, if I try to remember, our issue was always, our concern was always, how can we educate, how can we sensitize these teachers to use this little, because if you remember, salary can never be enough. Salary can never be enough. Even if they gave us 10 million, it can never be enough. But it can only be enough if we know how to spend it very well. So when I had today that we're looking at the our speaker for today is going to share with us the investment tips, I really saw that this is going to be an opportunity for most of us to learn more. So I want to take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Kwizera Robert, who is the governor of our UPSTU SACCO, actually, which we are calling the Science Teachers Bank. So, Mr. Kwizera, please, you are welcome to share with us what we are waiting for. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Katende, for that introduction. Indeed, I'm Kwizera Robert, the chairman of UPSTU SACCO, which we have, most members have termed as the Science Teachers SACCO. And they have, as you have said, they have nicknamed me, they have given me that name, the governor of the Teachers Bank. And I really take it wholeheartedly, and I wish it can happen in the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen. It must happen.
Yes, and we are targeting at forming a bank. Now, today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, is investment tips for science teachers. Today is 30th January of 2025. Let me hope I am audible enough.
Yes, you
are. Fellow teachers, ladies and gentlemen listening to me, to earn extra income, many science teachers often juggle or part-time teaching in many schools, or venture into business activities such as operating shops, which can be time-intensive and potentially compromise their professional teaching duties. Some head teachers have expressed concerns that after salary enhancement for science teachers, instances of absenteeism and focus on personal errands increased. Members, you are aware, this one, even the government has echoed it several times, that some of our colleagues have done side work at the expense of teaching our learners. You can see in the picture there, the learners, it is time for class. Learners are entering the classroom. My sister, Madam so and so, is there in her shop, is now thinking, what should I deceive with the head teacher now? What should I tell the adults? Because his minds are taken away by the small business which she started. Members, this is not good. This is not good. On one hand, UPSTU Members SACCO aims to empower science teachers economically. During our recent AGM, we distributed dividends to members, SACCO shares. We also offer development loans at pocket-friendly interest rates to boost our members. On the other hand, our union, Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union, remains dedicated to promoting the professionalism and commitment of its members. In today's session, we shall give practical tips on how science teachers can balance successful investments with unwavering professional excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, one way is savings and SACCO investments. Please reinvest in SACCOs using SACCO dividends to purchase more shares in the cooperative. Of recent, the number of people earned a good amount of money from the dividends we gave. And our rate was 80,000 shillings per share, the highest so far recorded. This went on record, members. Now, I would not give an idea or tell someone to withdraw his evidence, but I would rather encourage members to transfer their dividends into shares or savings, such that by the end of the year, you are earning more money. Then we have fixed deposits. Place savings in fixed deposits accounts for secure and steady interest income. This is a hassle-free way of earning. The second tip or the second idea I would like to share with you, the second opportunity where you can put your investment is in crop farming. Venture into high demand of crops such as vegetables, maize, bananas. In this case, I would like to have two categories when we are talking of agribusiness. If you happen to have a big chunk of land, let me say 1 acre and above, or maybe 10 acres, please, you can deal with the cash crops. These days, bear me a witness, coffee has proved to be the highest of all. So you can plant your coffee, a minimum of 1 acre. You can manage 1 acre, 2 acres. If you can manage, you can plant 5 acres, the better. Yes, coffee does not give back very fast, but this is very good for planning. Remember, some of us will have younger families, and we may retire when they still need us, need a lot from us. So this coffee project, it is going to give you a lot of money after your retirement. Then besides that, that's when you have big land. But now for those who have a small piece of land, 1 acre and below, half acre, 100 by 50, we can venture in the crops like vegetables, these days, vegetables like the greens, whatever, dodo, nakati, and many, more especially during the dry season, really they are delicate. And they don't require too much money. Just like 100,000. It can generate you 1 million per month if well planned. Before I forget, I am saying this, but please, in whatever investment you are going to venture in, you first need to do intensive research about it. Never enter into an investment where you are green. You must have carried enough research on it. These days, when they hear people who are in Uganda and around Uganda, matoke have become a delicacy since Christmas period up to now. Actually, this one I have hands-on experience. 1 acre of a banana plantation, if it is well catered for, it can generate a minimum of 1 million per month after removing all the expenditure. And you work with 1 million. So please, all of these are available to venture in. Then another field you can talk of poultry, goats, piggery, etc. As long as you have made a good research on any of this, they are really manageable. I know there are disadvantages, there are shortcomings in like poultry, piggery, etc. But we should not fear such shortcomings. Please, one of the things I must assure you is that besides all, you must be able to carry risks in any venture, accept to be a risk taker. If you fear risks, then you will never enter into any business venture. Okay? Please know that in any business venture you enter, there are risks, and be ready to stand those risks. The third item I want to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, fellow science teachers, you can venture into rental property. Invest in affordable housing units or rooms for rent to generate consistent monthly income. There is also land purchase. Acquire land for farming, future resale, or leasing to other users. Yeah, I have seen you have seen these real estate people. He buys a big chunk of land, like 1 acre, irrespective of the location. These days, land has become a problem. People who have land, they are the ones with the future. So whether you are in Acholi, whether you are in Karamoja, whether you are in Kisoro, Kasese, Kapchorwa, anywhere, land remains land. Land is capital. So purchase your piece of land like 1 acre, give it some small period, portion it into plots, and sell it. I have seen many people doing this. However, let me mention this before I forget. There is need to come together somewhere and carry out, do the same investment. Do one business, like 2 people or 3. Because sometimes some business ventures are too tiresome, require a lot of thinking. But if you carry it, you enter a business venture when you are like 3 to 4 people, pool resources, financially, ideas, you find that the business is moving. So let us start working together as a group, if it is possible. 2 to 3 people or 4, it is possible to enter into a business venture. You do it jointly, it becomes easy. If there are losses, you share them. So you share the risks, and it becomes, it reduces on the burden to one person. So please, I encourage you members, encourage ourselves to do joint business ventures. Outside there, people have knowledge in different business ventures. Please share it with the 1, 2, or 3 people, and you enter the business venture, such that you reduce the burden of one person carrying the risks. Ladies and gentlemen, you have seen Indians coming here to Uganda. Some of these Indians come when they have little money. But the Indians, when they reach in Uganda, they work together. They do joint business. And you find that the business is growing from year to year. Let us copy that. Let us emulate that and work together. We shall retire from the teaching profession when we are happy, when we are not regretting. Members, there are some teachers who have concentrated, they have put all of their minds in part-timing. Someone reaches an extent, he's even part-timing after retirement. Really, that is very, very not good. You are retired, you are still looking for a job. Instead of going to your farm and develop your farm. So let us remove that mindset of being teachers ever. We should plan for our retirement. I repeat, let us plan for our retirement. Time is moving very fast. Some of our members, they are remaining with 2 years to retire, 1 year, 5 years. I think the person talking, I have around 15 or 14 years to retire. So if I start preparing now, I think I'll be the happiest person when I retire. Another business venture I would like to share with you is the low maintenance investments. We have treasury bonds and bills. Invest in government securities for secure positive income. Then you have dividends, yielding stocks. This one, you can buy shares in companies like MTN. MTN offers dividends at the end of the year, which are really very good. Yes. I'm going to play for us a video. Please watch that video. Audio.
On behalf of savers, the National Social Security Fund Chief Executive receiving what he termed as the biggest payout ever received from the telecom giant.
We are pleased to receive from MTN today 31.5 billion shillings as a dividend for the year ending 2022, which I think ends in March. Ends December. December. Yes. So for the year 2022, for the year ending December, we're getting a check of 31.5 billion shillings. Now remember, we first invested in MTN in December. We got a dividend check the year before of 9.32 billion shillings. So in a space of just 2 years, we have received 40 billion shillings as dividends coming from MTN, and that's for you, the members.
From its recent performance, it appears the Provident Fund's investment in MTN was worth it. It still exceeded the telecom industry, which returned minus 20.5% over the past year.
The final dividend for the financial year 2022 of Uganda shillings 5.5 per share, totaling 123.1 billion, will be paid out to all our registered shareholders on their mobile money wallets. So you will not have to wait, just the convenience of having your Momo wallet working, as well as your bank accounts for those who want to be paid through via bank accounts by the 22nd of June 2023. This is in addition to the 2 interim dividends that we paid out last year in September of 5 shillings per share, as well as 5.4 shillings per share in December, totaling 232.8 billion.
From the fund's 2022 results, interest income, real estate and dividends, total realized revenue grew by 13%, supported by the growth in fixed income and dividend income growth.
Members, I think you have seen that NSSF bought shares in MTN, and at the end of the year, they earned a lot of money. Yes, they injected a lot of money. You can also inject the little you have. That one is going to earn you money without hustling. Members, fellow teachers, one other thing I must remind you, please, our cardinal role as teachers is to educate the younger generation. That is our cardinal role in the science field. But now, do something for yourself. Don't ever limit yourself to class. please do research. I urge you to visit a nearby MTN office and you inquire about what you have seen, how good it is, whether it can work for you, and you go ahead. Please do research. Research is the source of knowledge, and knowledge is power. I repeat, research is the source of knowledge, and knowledge is power. Not physical power. This power is the enemy of fighting. No. You become a giant when you have knowledge. When someone has done extensive research, no one can argue with you in that field. You become the source of knowledge. You become a giant. You become the giver of knowledge. So research is very important. For those who have ever done research in any field, you bear me a witness. Okay? So please take time and do research. The fifth item I would like to share with you, fellow teachers, is collaboration and community projects. Joint ventures. Pool resources with the fellow teachers. This one I talked about it. Yeah, you pool resources with the fellow teachers to start a large sustainable business managed by workers you can hire. This one I have already talked about it. You come together, do a business venture. You hire workers, you just supervise them. That one, this one here, you don't need to dodge our young learners because of business. If today Kwizera is at the site supervising workers, then tomorrow is someone else. The other day is someone else. At weekend, you meet there. So you find supervision becomes easy. Pooling resources becomes easy. So members, joint ventures, let it be a way to go. For me, I am available. If you want to do a joint venture with me, come, we sit together, we do research, we see how much it requires, initial starting, then we begin. I'm flexible. Thank you. Then there is the local partnerships, collaborate with NGOs or local councils for funded projects like tree planting or waste management. Yeah, on this note, in our villages, where we come from, there are these NGOs which are looking for serious farmers to fund. So collaborate with those people. By the way, teachers, the whole country, or should I say world over, it is known that science teachers in Uganda, they are earning big. Now, when you do intensive research on some business venture, and you do it most especially in your village, you become a role model. And once you become a role model, you will show that science is real. You will show that science is real. Let us become role models in those villages, in those areas where we come from. If it means carrying out irrigation, see how possible it can be. These villagers, they don't know the knowledge of irrigation. But once you practice irrigation from a small scale, you be adding on every year, then you will become a role model in that village where you are coming from. And once you become a role model, once a science teacher becomes a role model in the area, in that village where you are coming from, then you are showing that science is really real. You never went to school only to teach and do what? To calculate. Ladies and gentlemen, you have taught a lot. biology, chemistry, mathematics, physics, the head is carrying a lot. But that one will not help us after our retirement. You will not take your physics, chemistry theory to villagers. They don't know. It is garbage to them. But when you take the application, the application part of it to the village, then they will see physics in action. They will see agriculture in action. They will see agribusiness in action. So let us really fight hard. We be role models from those places where we come from. Kapirebyong, Karamoja, Buyikwe, Buganda, Kasese, Kisoro. We have teachers throughout the country. If every teacher can be sensitized about this, and we go into those villages, we do what we are supposed to do, we become role models, then His Excellency, wherever he goes, they'll tell him there is a farm here, there is a piggery project here, which is carried out by a retired teacher, and he is allowing people to come and acquire views information from his farm. Then Museveni will realize that really I increased the money and it is evident. Last but not least, I have tips for successful investments. For any investment, ladies and gentlemen, to be successful, you don't need to start in a high gear. For example, if you are to deal in poultry, it is not good to start with 1,000 birds. No. Start with 50, next 100, 150, 300, such that by the time you reach 500, 1,000, you are already a consultant in that field, and you can overcome any kind of the disadvantage or whatever which may come along, because this small number, it has taught you how this. So start small businesses. Avoid overcommitting resources in the initial stages. Time management, ladies and gentlemen, is very important. Ensure investments do not interfere with the teaching responsibilities. So time yourself very well. Remember, this new curriculum is time demanding, but that one doesn't stop you. It doesn't stop you from doing your business venture. So manage your time very well. The time given to your investment and the time given to your learners. By the way, if you have a business venture which is employing people, 2 or 3, how do you feel if you are employing your learners? Those ones in a vacation, senior 6 VAC, senior 6, senior 4 VAC, you employ some of your learners. That is really very good. You show that teaching is a good profession. That learner will really struggle to become a science teacher. Seek professional advice. Consult financial experts for tailored investment guidance. Spread investments across different areas to minimize risks. Reflect on the ideas shared today Identify one investment opportunity to explore within the next month. Ladies and gentlemen, that is okay. That's what I had for you, but maybe to make a recap, or to go back a bit, please choose. There are so many investment opportunities. Choose one which is best for you. Choose one which you have done enough research. And if you see that it requires large capital, the capital which you cannot generate single-handedly, consult other members if they can join you and do a joint venture. Please, sometimes let us avoid working alone. We have passed through institutions, the diploma, degree level, master's, certificates, but really work is done in groups. And that is what has enabled us to succeed in those institutions. You work as a group, you pass individually. So if you have a business venture, you enter it as a group, you benefit as a group, but you share and you get money individually. Remember our circle, our motto is save together, grow together. If we save together, we are going to grow together. If you remain behind, you don't want to save with us, you don't want to join a group, then you will suffer alone. How I wish we buy such ideas, we shall be the happiest people after our retirement. UPSTU SACCO has been funded. By the way, we have money. We have money. Only that you are not ready for that money, you people. And I have seen very many people, they are really green about UPSTU SACCO and how it is lending money. They are still running to banks. It's really not good. They are still running to banks. Today, I met a teacher who is struggling to get guarantors. He wants to get a loan in Centenary Bank. He doesn't know that UPSTU Members SACCO acquired 6 billion shillings. He doesn't know. He's a physics math teacher. So these are kind of people we have. They are good teachers in class. I hear some of you, some of our members outside there, they are examiners, senior examiners. I hear there's LOT. That's good. It's not bad. But you're being a senior examiner in chemistry paper 1, biology paper 1, will not earn you what it requires you to have your children go to good schools, enjoy a good life. Ladies and gentlemen, I know some of you, including me, have suffered during our study. We have suffered, but our children should never taste any kind of suffering because we are earning. We have to think critically and have our children put on good clothes, feed well, go to good schools, get good grades, go to private universities. Those who are lucky, they are sponsored by universities. But when you are unlucky, you go to private university, do good courses, and in the future will be bright. Yeah?
Yeah.
I would like to end here, and I pose a question to you. Which investment idea appeals to you most? Please, I'm posing to you that question. Which investment idea appeals to you most? Maybe I can add on another question there. Do you feel comfortable working alone, entering a business venture alone, or you would feel comfortable when you are working together as a group, at least 3 to 4 people, you enter a business venture? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Kwizera, for that touching message. How I wish everyone could be very attentive. I mean, everyone has been very attentive. They all have been. I've really enjoyed. As he has said, the question has been, I think you can see it on your screen, that which investment idea appeals to you most? As he has said, you raise up your hand, unmute yourself, and then you introduce yourself, and then you share. If you remember very well, before Mr. Opas, as he has been sharing, I want to give you a small experience. I take myself as a business coach because I've gone through a lot. I'm one of the teachers who has done over 7 businesses, and they all failed. To be where I am, those people who know where I am, I did over 7 businesses. Those people who are in the rural district, you know how we used to struggle. I used to be in a private school there, at a private school called Everest College. But I used to do very many side businesses, and they all failed until when I had to learn. I realized that many teachers' businesses fail because they choose wrong investment options. That's what Mr. Kwizera has been talking about, sharing. When you choose a wrong investment, I mean, when you choose a wrong business, it will obviously fail. You must choose a business which you will have to give time. Very few teachers give time to their businesses. And because we have a tight schedule at school. So that's why I said you must be wise when you are choosing a business. Choose a business that you know you can manage after school. A business that you know that you can manage when you are not at school. He has talked of poultry. Personally, I'm a poultry farmer. He knows. But you must choose that business that you can you can monitor in your break time. You can monitor when you are at school. That is the business that you are. That's what we call giving business time. So as we are doing, as you are moving, we are going back to the question. Mr. Mkaele, you can display it. We are going back to the question, and I think there are some people that had raised their hands. I think we have Opas. Please, you can share something with us. Unmute. I think you have already unmute. You can share something.
Thank you very much, dear host,
yes.
And the governor himself of the Bank of UPSTU. Yeah, science teachers. Indeed, I am speechless. I've felt very inspired by this short but very clear presentation that Robert has given. In fact, it reminds me of someone who told me that, young man, you should start a business which shall not need your effort when you are at old age. Yes. It should be a business that is able to make for you money even when you are sleeping. And one of which that he mentioned about is the estates business. Yes. He says, as nights pass, definitely people have rented your apartment, and when the month is ending, you are going to earn. So you'll be earning money even while sleeping. I think that is really very inspiring, one of which is what he has mentioned, estates, and then also the issue of planting trees, which is really very, very, very important. But the one that has touched me most is having shares in MTN. You can imagine how we have been, how we promote MTN business. We buy data, we buy what, we send money, and yet we don't have any share in it. In fact, I didn't know that I can be able to own shares in MTN. And sincerely speaking, maybe even tomorrow I'll be able to reach my nearest agent outlet in MTN and probably get more information concerning shares. Thank you so much.
Actually, as you have said, we should take it openly. That's not only MTN. We have very many companies that normally advertise that they are selling shares. So we just have to be just have to be curious on what we want. I have again Mr. Namisi Geoffrey. Please, you are welcome. Unmute yourself. Yes, Mr. Namisi.
Oh, yes. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Katende.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Katende. I take this opportunity to thank Robert for the presentation. It is a timely presentation. And like he asked his question, I will begin with his question. I think for me, real estate can do, because I just wanted to observe one thing or two, that when we talk of schools, I think it is upon all of us science teachers to make our schools where we are good schools, because no child in Uganda should go to a bad school. I think the reason our enhancement was done is that we should make every school where we are a good school so that all Ugandans can benefit from our expertise as scientists. However, if the presenter encourages us, because we have an extra income, to send children to good schools, that means where we are, we shall not be doing our best to make them good. That is one observation. Yes. Secondly, I wish also to observe that moderator says our children should go to private universities. I think we need to make even government universities good universities, because some of these universities we need scientists.
I think it's your network.
There. So we need to do the useful good for every race. I think probably. But I was saying that we need to make a good one gets quality education. I submit, Mr. Moderator. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Namisi, only that we were not getting you very well when you were towards the end. One other thing that I can put across, I think, members, we have to agree that as we are teachers, we have a very big because when you're talking of investment, we're talking of business, we must look at the other side of market also. But when you look at our fraternity as teachers, we have that market. I was sharing with some colleague here who visited me at my office, and we were sharing about that still investment option. I told this gentleman that we must choose an investment option that will not require you to move out of the school. Some, if you have realized, we have got some people who have gotten some good money in book publishing. We have got some people who have got who write books, those workbooks, pamphlets, and so on. You see, he is in that line. He does not move out of the school, but he earns some good money. Some of us as science teachers, you find a science teacher, he has the market of the students, he is having around 500 students, but he's thinking of sourcing where, looking for where to buy a practical workbook. Why can't you sit as a department and you get, put something down, look for people who can publish, and then they publish a book for you. You start earning from where you are. That small money, when you try to add it on what you're having, you'll see you'll hardly even look at the salary. So as you're looking at those investments, I think we should look into, we should be very wise when they are choosing. Yeah, I'm seeing Bwana Kwizera is also, I think he wants to come back. Can we first have Enoch, and then Robert, you come back at once. Let's have Enoch. Enoch, let Enoch first come, then Kwizera, you will sum it up.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes.
For me, I have liked this initiative. It has come at the right time.
Yes.
For me, I've handled this thing actually very well. I'm Enoch Kwagala from Butambala.
Yes.
With a very good time, 31 years to retire. So I have started this project very early and I'm lucky. The investment vehicles the coordinators talked about are really good, but there is a challenge with this collective investment. And it comes out with the trust. Whom do we trust? You can get into a contract with a colleague and the things don't turn out very well, but we shouldn't be pessimistic. Let us be optimistic. If we do it well, it can really earn. But I personally, I have tried some investment vehicles and they are working for the few years I've gotten on payroll. As a grade 5 teacher, I have done some good work in agroforestry, in coffee. I've done some good work in plots of land and some financial assets, the shares. But I'm missing out on one thing. I have just gotten to know of the UPSTU SACCO. I was attached to a SACCO whose identity I don't want to disclose. It was good for me, but I am in need of shifting. Maybe, and I join UPSTU SACCO. So I need the coordinators to orient us. What are the interest rates? Because we need to draw comparison. We need to join UPSTU SACCO now. 6 billion shillings, that's a lot of money. We need to tap into it. So dear colleagues, orient us, initiate us into this thing. The earlier, the better. If we get it first time, it will come out so really well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Bwana Enoch, if I can, I would just like, I would just request you to go into our website, try to look at some of the ProDev programs that have happened some month back. We had the secretary of the SACCO here. We had we have been having sessions talking about the UPSTU SACCO. So this UPSTU SACCO should not be a new thing to you. I also request you to, advise you to look for the coordinator Butambala. Look for the district coordinator of Butambala. If you cannot reach out these phone numbers that for the SACCO executive, then look for your district coordinator, and then let that district coordinator link you to the UPSTU SACCO management. Let's have, I'm seeing the time has gone. Let us have Mr. Kwizera back to sum it up. Otherwise, we have been having a very interactive session of over 60 teachers in attendance. Let's have Mr. Kwizera again.
Thank you very much, Mr. Katende. Yeah, let me sum up what I've been saying. Maybe a concern about UPSTU Members SACCO. We started slowly. We are exiting. We are now very strong after acquiring a very big boom from the president, 6.6 billion. We have money. So members outside there, please come to UPSTU Members SACCO. First step, register to become a member. Fulfill all the requirements of becoming a member. After becoming a member, then you will get all what is provided there. Some people want first to know what is UPSTU giving, then they become members. I think that's the wrong approach. Become a member, then you will get all the information. You will be served. You will be served equally like other members. I thank those members who have registered with UPSTU SACCO, and they not only stop on registering, but they go ahead to strengthen the SACCO by purchasing shares and making savings. Those are our strong members. I will not leave this podium without thanking Mr. Elong Vincent, the UPSTU chairman, together with our general secretary, Mr. Mugaiga Aaron Magambo. These are people, when President Museveni made a pledge in 2023 World Teachers Day, they never slept until that pledge was fulfilled. So the pledge was made in 2023 on World Teachers Day, and it was fulfilled in 2024 World Teachers Day. But that pledge never came on a silver platter. These two guys could not sleep. They moved to all offices. We moved. Sometimes they could move alone. Sometimes Mr. Long, most cases the Long was moving alone. Sometimes we could move together. Different offices. For your information, members, there are very many president pledges. The president has pledged to many SACCOs, organizations, but the pledges have never been fulfilled. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, some have even given up. But with UPSTU Members SACCO, it just took 1 year. And that was the efforts by Mr. Elong Vincent and Mr. Mugaiga Aaron, the General Secretary. Please, I thank those members, and as a chairman of UPSTU Members SACCO, as some of you call it a governor, I take it in the name of Jesus Christ. Please, I'll never forget those people. They did a lot of work. They did a lot of work. And really, those are members who have put their efforts. They cannot sleep. They can't sleep when there is any problem UPSTU is facing or UPSTU Members SACCO is facing. So really, they did good work, and I really credit them. I salute them. Thank you very much.
Yeah, members, I think it is time up. Thank you very much. It has been a very wonderful, you have been a very wonderful audience. As I've said, we had a record attendance of over 60 members in attendance. And those, please encourage more to always be here. We are always here every Thursday, starting 8 to 9. And our programs are recorded and dropped on our website. Our website is www.upstu.org. So those people who missed some sessions behind, that happened before, please log into our website. You'll find all those ones. I recognize all the NEC members that have been in attendance. Thank you very much. In the interest of time, we might not introduce each and every one, but we have recognized the presence of all the NEC members and every science teacher that has attended. Thank you very much. May God bless you and have a good night.